I love trees. Thank you for tuning in, family. Of course I say family because we are all brothers and sisters in the eyes of the universe. My name is Woodsy Woodshaft, and I will be your tour. I will be your tour guide through nature. Now, let's make our way over here, where we will have our first specimen of the day. This here is an evergreen, and it is very special. Although there are many evergreens like it in North America and all over the world, it is very unique and special in its own way. Just like each one of us, we are unique and special. Another very special thing about this tree is that it is an evergreen, meaning it is green all year round. We too can be green all year round if we recycle, reduce, and reuse. Hey, I didn't see you there. Nature has many wonderful mysteries, like these little hidey holes where critters like to hide, or people like myself. Well, brothers and sisters, we have a very special find here. I have found here a rock deposit caused by streams and rivers carrying rocks downstream. Now, if you look, these rocks are all very different. They all come in very different shapes and sizes, just like human beings. But that does not mean one rock is better than the other. We are all interconnected in the grand scheme of the universe, and we will all find our place in that scheme. You got a very wonderful find. This here is another evergreen, special in its own way, just like the last one. Here it has these little seed pods. You don't want to break these off because that could disrupt the cycle of nature. These are very similar to pine cones. They hold many seeds that can be fertilized by pollinators and then will someday grow up to be big, mighty trees like this one I am sitting under right now, and will provide shade for future generations. Brothers and sisters, we have come upon a very sad occurrence. Unfortunately, littering is a very common practice that is very harmful to our planet. The earth is sad. She cries out for our help, and this is how we treat her. Brothers and sisters, you can help to reduce this kind of activity by recycling, reusing, and reducing. Now I'm here in the backyard of my producer, and we have something very lovely indeed. Right there is a male robin. You can tell it's a male robin because of its bright red chest. These are beautiful creatures that should be treated with respect and love, just as you would treat a fellow human being. How wonderful. Isn't nature beautiful, brothers and sisters? It truly, truly is. There he goes. Sometimes, brothers and sisters, nature is just so beautiful, it could just be a painting. Oh, trees can be so playful sometimes. You know, in our modern society, the name tree hugger has had a very negative connotation. I think this is not good. I think symbolically it is important to hug trees in order to show our love for nature, just as we would show our love for our fellow human beings. So take your branches and wrap them around their branches. brothers and sisters, in the backyard again of my producers, I have found a very wonderful specimen. Look over this way. There's little duckies. Come on, let's move slowly as not to scare them. How wonderful that we could get so close to nature. Those are shoes. I really thought those were ducks. Oh man, I thought we were gonna have a really nice time with ducks. That's okay, brothers and sisters. Although these were only shoes, we must enjoy the simple things in life. For there are never things that happen without a reason. There was a reason I thought that these shoes were ducks, and I may never know that reason. But that reason is out there. Sometimes it's good to just lay down and take a break from the stresses that may come in your life. Although we cannot avoid all these stressors, it is good to sit back and clear your mind. Nature is a perfect place to do this. We come from nature, and it is good to connect back to our roots. Don't you find it relaxing, brothers and sisters, to just sit up in a tree as if you were a little birdie flying through the air? I love birds. Birds are nature's airplanes, and I would love to be a bird, to fly so free above all the world's problems. If I were a bird, I wouldn't have any problems. And if I were a bird, I could just fly anywhere that I felt like. You know, I just really like birds, and you know, birds are just so beautiful, the way they soar through the air. Brothers and sisters, remember, it is never a problem to sit up in these trees. Just please, make sure you do not hurt the tree in any way. Don't peel off the bark. Try to be very careful with new branches. And please, just be mindful. If you be mindful, then you are all powerful. Well, brothers and sisters, while we are up here, we may as well call out to our bird friends and see if we get a response. Caw-caw, caw-caw. Caw-caw. Isn't that beautiful? I am always so enchanted by the beautiful songs of birds. But if you don't recycle, then the birds will get strangled in all of the litter, and the birds will have no place to go, for their nests will be made of plastic and of action figure boxes. Recycle, please. As we near the end of our program, brothers and sisters, I want to show you one of the most beautiful things that nature has to offer. This here is a cherry tree. Ah, how beautiful. In the spring, it blossoms off these beautiful pink and white little flowers. Each one of these will one day become a cherry that we can enjoy for ourselves, or that will become another cherry tree. We can enjoy these cherries, for God has given us all the plants of the earth to enjoy. Now, as we end this episode of Nature's Love Chest, I want to show you an example of another one of the R's that will help save our planet. Reduce, reuse, and recycle. Now, earlier in this episode, for those of you just tuning in, we found this littered in some of nature's beautiful places. Now we can reuse this as a cup to drink from nature's water. Refreshing. Goodbye for now, brothers and sisters. I'll see you next week.